So finally, now we start with confidence interval for population proportion. We will cover only single mean and single proportion confidence intervals in week 6. So what is a proportion? A proportion, population proportion is defined as selected portion of a population based on some characteristic. For example, proportion of population proportion of students living more than 10 kilometers away from the university, proportion of people having brown eyes in the whole city or in the whole country, proportion of people who don't like potato crisps, maybe there may be some people who don't like potato crisps. A sample proportion, on the other hand, is a random sample from population with defined characteristic. For example, if there is a population of 100,000 people in a city, then how many people who don't like crisp potato chips? This is population proportion from 100,000. But if I take a sample of 1,000 people and ask them whether they like crisp or not, that will be proportion, sample proportion from 1,000 people. So population proportion is represented by capital X over capital N, while the sample proportion is a small p or p cap is a small x divided by small n. Small n represents sample size and capital N represents the population size. Because we can have different samples from a population of 100,000 people, that means we can have different proportions of the people who like crisps or who don't like crisps. So maybe some people like potato crisps, some people like banana crisp, or some people like beetroot crisps, and there are so many different varieties. So that means if we have 100,000 people, there maybe can have 100 different samples of each of size 1,000, and from those samples we will have different proportion values. That means the sample proportion become a random variable by itself. This is same concept like we did in sampling distribution for sample mean, and therefore we can say that there should exist a sampling distribution for sample proportion small p or p cap. But the good thing is that the central limit theorem also apply similarly for the proportion case. The mean for the proportion is p. If you remember, expected x bar is equal to mu. Similarly here, expected of sample proportion is population proportion, and variance of sample proportion is equal to capital P into 1 minus capital P divided by n. And same like we use a z distribution, I have not shown every step in this slide. We will have capital P minus z alpha by 2, capital P into 1 minus capital P divided by n, and upper limit is this. So lower limit has negative sign, upper limit has positive sign. The bad thing is that this confidence interval is using population proportion p and 1 minus p is q. That means we cannot estimate p using p itself. I mean, we cannot estimate a population proportion using population proportion. So that means we have to replace it. One way of replacement is that, you know, that from here it is showing the sample proportions average or mean of the sample proportion is population proportion. That means sample proportion is an unbiased estimator of population proportion p. This is a derivative wording. Sample proportion is an unbiased estimator of population proportion p. Therefore, what we did, we replaced capital P with p cap. P cap minus z alpha by 2 square root p cap 1 minus p cap divided by n, and p cap plus z alpha by 2 plus sin p cap 1 minus p cap divided by n. So this becomes very easier to find the value. Once you are given p cap value, then you can solve this just by putting the values in the question. Example, sample of 2,000 people asked if they will vote for McCain. That's an old story in US elections. Had a sample proportion of 51.51 for yes, they want to vote for McCain. What is a 95% confidence interval for the true population proportion P of the McCain voters? So if the sample is showing 51% yes, Do you think that the same result will be for the whole population? So we are not doing hypothesis testing. We are just saying what will be the 95% confidence interval for the sample, for the proportion, for the actual proportion in the whole population. Here small n is 2000, p cap is equal to 0.51. P cap is the sample proportion, and we use z alpha by 2 is equal to 1.96 because the value is 95%, and corresponding to 95% we have 1.960. We just put the values 0.51 minus 1.9 plus minus 1.96, 0.51 times 1 minus 0.51, which makes 0.49, divided by the sample size, and it gave 48.8% to 53.2% people are happy with to vote for McCain. So this is simple one formula. There are no multiple cases for proportion, single proportion, and they are very simple to solve. So this is short lesson for week 6. In week 7, we will cover 2 sample means and 2 sample proportions, and likely we will try to cover single variance and 2 variances as well in week 7. And after week 7, then we will start our hypothesis testing, 3 lessons on hypothesis testing. Thank you very much for your time.